Hey, welcome back once again to Daily Justice. I'm your host, Dave Erickson. Thanks so much for watching. My guest today is Mark Hodgson, the family law attorney here in Spokane, Washington. And our topic today is the cost of divorce. And on the surface, it sounds like we're talking about money, but it goes beyond that.
It certainly does. I mean, there is a monetary cost to divorce. I mean, lawyers generally, a reputable lawyer in Spokane, Washington, is going to bill out around $200 an hour. And that sounds like a lot. Some people, it sounds staggering. But I think you should really look at, when you're getting a divorce, what is the true cost of a divorce? What is the cost of the stress? What is the cost of not knowing? And there's other costs too, such as emotional costs, and what the toll it's going to take on your family. I think you kind of need to take a whole picture approach rather than just look at the monetary costs.
So when you sit down with someone who comes to you and says, all right, I'm going through divorce, here's what I want in terms of, I don't know, financial return, and they maybe forget that it goes beyond that with how it impacts them and impacts the other party.
I think long-term marriages, it's a good example. Like if you've been married to someone for 25 years, you have to understand, sure, you're going to pay the lawyer, you're going to pay the fees, you're going to pay whatever there is to pay, but you're also going to lose the person, or lose the person in that role that's been in your life for 25 years. And I think that's a consideration that everybody should take into account, that you have maybe a person that was your best friend at one time that you're really choosing to split from. So there's a cost in everything that we do, and it's more than just monetary. And I think you really have to have a lawyer that understands that. Otherwise, I think you really don't do yourself a very good service.
Are these actually factors in determining whether or not a divorce is the right direction to go?
Absolutely not. They're factors, the legal factors, I guess, are not. A divorce will happen no matter what. Okay. But I think the client needs to come in and be, I guess, advised as to what are the costs and what is going to happen. I mean, because you see people break up all the time and then, you know, they're sad or they're depressed. You need a counselor. You need these things. Those are the things that you need to be advised of maybe before you even start. So just going off and saying, I'm mad, I want a divorce, you might want to consider the bigger picture of what the costs are, which include emotional costs, trauma to your family, and everything else. Sometimes somebody who's seen the process, such as myself, can walk you through those aspects and decide whether or not divorce is even an option. There are people every week that we send away from our office, simply put, they aren't ready for a divorce. And, you know, so we send them away.
And based on your reputation in Spokane, you're treating these people as people more so than clients, because you are almost acting like their counselor as well as their legal advisor.
Honestly, when I went to law school, that was one of the first lessons we had from a law professor who came in and said, people walk through your door, not clients, not money, not everything else. As everybody knows, Spokane's too small to behave any other way. And so we look at the people first, the whole thing. Are we affecting children with what we're doing? Are we affecting families? It's very similar to any action can have a reaction that can affect a lot of different people. And so, like I say, I always call them costs. You need to look at the cost before you begin a process. How
can the people of Spokane learn more about your services?
Well, you can always find us on our website, HodgsonLawOffices.com. You can find us by phone, 509-327-1415, and also contact us through email through the website.
And these are the costs of divorce with Mark Hodgson. Thanks very much for being on Daily Justice.
Thanks.